What's going on YouTube? You're at the Barber's table and here's another classic. Before I start this video, I want to let y'all know, head over to my Instagram page. You can see a picture. It has a Q&A on it. It's probably like my third picture. There's already a few questions there, probably like 11 or 12. Make sure you head over there and ask your questions, any questions you got, and I'll be on my next Q&A. I'm trying to wait till I get to like 25-30 questions to allow everybody to get their questions in. But yeah, enough of that. This video is going to be a special one because not only will I be talking about fading, explaining the bald fade from a video from before that some people didn't understand like what was happening because it was one of those videos, one of those showcasings. Okay, just real quick, this explanation right here. If you see a video that is fast and it speeds up, or if it just shows the cut and there's no instructions, that is intentional. And with that being said, it's only because when I watch videos when I was growing, I would watch videos to see the shape of the fade, to get the idea, to get the big picture, to see the whole thing, rather than have both the very intricate instructions with the haircut. So like when I show you something, it's just a showcasing. And when I first started this, nobody even knew if I could cut. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew anything. So that's also why I put them out there. So like, hey, look, I can cut, and hey, look, this is how the cut looks, and hey, look, this is how the big picture is. But if you're going to look at a video and it doesn't say how to, it just says the name of the cut, that's all it is. It's just a cut. So all I'm doing is showing you the cut. So don't go to one of those videos and expect to learn the specifics of it, because you can always learn. There's many ways people learn how to cut hair, and that's one of them. And I suggest you go to those videos and look at the big picture. But if you want to get the intricate like levers and guards and all that different stuff, you're at the right video. This is the video that you need to be at. But yeah, this video is also special not only because it's a different angle. I'm trying to do different things. You can see specifics in this video, but you'll also see where some imperfections. Right, I'm going to show you what I should have done, tell you what I should have done, and how to improve. We're both improving here, so you're going to see differences as well as we go along this journey. And hopefully you learn as I learn, and we both learn. We all can become better haircutters. Or if you're not here, if you just like looking at haircuts, I hope you enjoy it too. But all right, hope you guys like this video. Let's get straight to it. To start off this bald fade, I usually use my Andis super liners because they're not zero gapped, even though they look like they are. But I put a little space in between them so that it's not too hard to take out that line with my Andis Masters. So what I like to do with the drop fade, I mean, typically with drop fades you usually swoop down and you know, just have that drop so the darkness goes down the neck. I read one of the comments and somebody was asking like to do a video for haircut names for dummies, so like it's easier for them to search and look for haircuts. I'll definitely do that. I know it took me a while to understand all the haircuts, but once you get the principles down, you'll definitely understand it. Just a quick like summary of how it is. Like fades are usually like high, mid, and low are usually indicated by that temple T-point right there, right above the eyebrow. So the mid would come around there, and low would be below that. Like, so this is typically a low fade, but you know, I'm just starting it bald here, but at the end of it, it looks more like a mid, but you know, it's kind of middle, and then high would be above that. And now I'm going to be using my Andis Pro Lithium Foil shavers. That thing slipped my mind. My cousin actually got me these. Shout out to CJ for my birthday or something. But okay, basically what I'm doing here is I'm taking out the stubble, using one of the shavers and flicking out just as you do with clippers, trying your best to fade every single time and going to the next level. Here are my Andis Masters. That's open, and this is closed. So anytime I say open and close, remember that. Currently I'm using the open position and flicking out at the end. You can see right at the end of that line, I'm flicking out to make sure that I'm fading. I'll try my best to show more detail there in my future videos. Yeah, doing the same with the number 2 here with my Andis Masters open. That's another positive thing about these Andis Masters, is they definitely cut very well even if you go with higher guards. You can't say the same for wall seniors, in my opinion. Here are wall seniors, to speak of the devil. I only bring 0 to 2 guards with my Andis Masters, and I have like from 0 to 8. So here I'm using a 4. I always have to switch to my walls when I go higher, and I'm using a 4 because you didn't want anything up the top. And so I'm just kind of trimming it down. I was trying to see if I can hear the hair. Sometimes you gotta feel it out. You don't, like, barbers don't usually come to a hair and know right away. At least I don't. So sometimes I gotta feel it through and use like a rule of thumbs. So it just came down to a 3 just there. Now I'm going to a 2. This is a 2. The purple guard is a 2, and it's kind of cutting. So you can tell from this video right here that a 2 guard on an Andis Master cuts closer than a 2 guard with a wall. So at this moment, I'm just kind of flicking at the end to fade out that line, and now I'm doing the same thing with the 1. I'm fading out that line I made with the 1 open. Fading out that line I made with the 2 open Now I'm attacking that line that I created with the no guard with the 1. So basically, since you know it's a big gap between the 2, what I typically do is try to create myself some space, probably go up halfway, if not like just right under the line I made with the 2, and flick out at that line. So I'm trying to give myself some space to fade out that line. So if you were here from the beginning of the video instead of like skipping through or whatever, which is also fine with me, you know, get to your money or whatever, I should have faded this line out better. And it's thoughts and statements like that that allow you to become a better barber. So this is a 0 right here. I just went from a 2 to a 0 open. I'm trying to skip the 1 guard, you know, to try and make sure that I keep it low. And a 0 guard open can fade into a 2 if you use the corner of the blades. But that's not the line I had trouble taking out. The line that I had trouble taking out here was the one I created with the no guard. I just, you know, went from open all the way to close, and now I'm trying to take out the stubble on this side since I didn't do it. But yeah, you can see that line is a bit still there. Even though I went from open to close with the 0 guard, it's still a bit there. And you're gonna see me try my best to keep going over it. But here, yeah, I'm just using the lithium foil shaver again, flicking it out. I'm trying to show you guys all my steps and not like skip or go fast, so you guys can see everything. And I'm brushing out the hair. Hair usually sticks to the skin and it kind of messes with your mind to see what the fade is, so I brush it. Okay, now I'm using the, you know, Andis Masters to try and take out this line. My camera cut off, that's why we take out this line. Basically going right at the line and flicking out. Another mistake, I feel like I should have went a little higher than this, but you know, you live, you learn. His hair's it's thick, it's real thick, and I can see, especially since I'm using this high quality camera, that I should have went higher to take out that line and make it look a little better. But I was a little too conservative on this haircut, and it comes to bite you in the butt. That's exactly why I say attack the line, because this ends up happening. Some of you be like, oh, this is still a good cut. Yes, it's an alright cut, I would say, but it's definitely not perfect. And I mean, I haven't really seen a haircut that's perfect, but that's still what I'm striving for, perfection. And that is what I would like all of my viewers and subscribers to strive for as well. There's no reason to sell yourself short. Whatever you see online is attainable. Whatever you see me do is attainable. So yeah, make sure you pay attention and try and improve all your faults, because we all have them. See, now I'm going back with the 2 after I tried to fade that no guard, and it's closed. I'm just trying to flick out that dark that darkness up there. Like, try to make it be more gradual. It looks better when you look at it sideways. This angle kind of makes it look darker than it actually is. But when I'm looking straight on it, I still see some imperfections. When I turn them to the side later on, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about. I switched to the 1 now. They look similar, but you know, I'm just trying to flick it out, just flicking it. Now this is definitely back to the 2. This is what I do. This is the imperfections. This is not really, I've already gone through my stages. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm just kind of playing with it, listening to the hair, trying to take out that darkness. And this is the stages again. I used that big 3, came down to the end is 2, since I've already learned. Back to the 0, and you can still see it's kind of coming out. Still working on that line, working on that line, working on it, and it's still there because you can't take out that line unless you go all the way back to the no guard like I'm doing here and then flick it out. But yeah, see, I'm going back over my steps. I don't think it's possible to finish a cut with just steps and then be completely fine. I feel like you're gonna need to go over it again. That's what I always do. And you can see that bottom line. I'm trying to take it out with what I started with. Remember that principle. I'm going to say it in every single video because that's how important it is. Make sure you take out the line with what you started it with. Just go use the corner of the blade and just kind of use your clipper as an eraser. Those who follow me on Instagram know what I'm talking about. Use that eraser and then you'll take out the line. See, now I'm gonna use my super liner. Slimline Pro, I'm sorry. This is the Slimline Pro. Cordless, very great clipper, very powerful. Cuts clean, and I like doing designs with it. As you can see here, his hair is kind of curling out at the front, and for a cleaner trim, I just fade it down from the 3 down to the 1/2 guard. And yeah, this is yet another imperfection. You can see I'm on both sides of the camera. I can't really look straight onto it, so I'm trying my best to make up for that. So when I turn off the camera, I still improve the shape up. I'm just trying to go through my whole steps so you guys can see what I do, but just know that that's not the end of the haircut. And make sure you're combing all the time. Comb. I'm sure people who haven't got to this haven't heard that, but yeah, just make sure you comb all the time, because that's the way you're gonna get the sharpest line, hairs that you missed. Here is a thinning shear, and this is what I'm gonna do to try and take out those dark spots again, and you'll see that the fade looks a lot better straight on than on the side. This is how I typically do it, and this is not something I can really teach you. It kind of just lightens the hair. It's like it's trying to teach you how to erase. Like if you can erase, then I can't tell you how to, fade it or whatever. It's just something you keep doing until you like it. It's like yeah. So basically that's what I'm doing. Now I'm using Luxor Pro shaver, Luxor Pro, I believe. Yeah, I got this from Barber Depot. I don't know if anybody has seen that. It's definitely in Jersey. Dry shaving, as always, just keeping the blade flat. Yeah, if you guys, if any of these tips are helping you, just let me know. Matter of fact, comment what tip helped you the most, which ones you resonate most with, or whatever. I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate everybody, and here is the finished product. Thank you guys. See you guys later.